Hello, this is Brian Chen reporting from TV36, speaking with Carteret Mayor Dan Reinman. We're in Borough Hall today, of course social distancing because of the current COVID pandemic, but we are working to assemble this video to participate in the Carteret Middle School's Virtual Career Day. We have a few questions for you as the mayor to our borough. You've been mayor for 5 terms or 18 years. What's it like being mayor?
First of all, good afternoon, Brian, and thank you for coming to Borough Hall today for this interview, for this recording. And of course, we're happy to participate in the Carteret Middle School Career Day as we take this video and answer your questions to help guide students in future careers and perhaps in future careers in public service. So as you mentioned, yes, I'm on my 5th term. I'm on my 18th year as mayor. I was first elected to the Borough Council in 2000 and was elected mayor in 2002 and subsequently have been reelected 4 times. So I'm in the middle of my 5th term. Each and every term is different, each and every year, and really each and every day is different. There are different functions of the day, different parts of being mayor. Sometimes and some days it's focusing on the budget, focusing on redevelopment. Other times, and certainly for the past 2 months, it's focusing on the pandemic that has gripped our nation. So while there are a range of items that a mayor does and has certain responsibilities and certain authorities, each and every day brings different challenges with that.
And what's your typical workday like?
So the work days vary. It's not a traditional Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 kind of job. I'll be here tomorrow, happens to be a Saturday. I'll be here tomorrow officiating several weddings that have been delayed and postponed because of the COVID situation and the crisis. On many weekends or holidays, there are activities and events here in Carteret. There are many nighttime events here in Carteret. So it's, as the mayor, as the leader of the community, you want to be out in the public. You want to be meeting and greeting and dealing with situations on the ground, situations that arise. And so on any given day, you're working on various tasks. There are times that I get calls, 12 o'clock at night or 2 o'clock in the morning, whether it's a fire call, whether it's a police emergency. Sometimes it's a matter of responding to people on social media.
Would you say there's a fun part of your job?
Every day is fun. No matter how challenging it is, no matter what the situation is, inevitably you're able to help people. And you're able to help people in your community that you know, that you might not know, that you'll run into, that you see at this grocery store. There are times where we're helping residents through social media or on the phone or through email. We're solving problems. We're putting them in contact with different groups or entities. We're doing job fairs, and I'll run into somebody at Ethnic Day or at one of the festivals. Mayor, how are you? I got a job over here at this company or that company, and whether it's FedEx or New World or some of the Fortune 500 companies that are in Carteret. And they get to live and work in their community, and it's so exciting. Or they say, hey, I bought a new house, or I live in one of these new developments, or I went to the park and the park looks great. And so when you get that reaction and you see that people, they recognize the job that the town, the administration is doing, that the hardworking people and all of our people, whether police, fire, blue collar, white collar, work in the office or work in the parks, everybody works together to try to keep our town safe and to try to improve our town.
I'm talking about the developments in town. Being born and raised in Carteret myself, I've seen a lot of progress and achievements over the last 18 years. It's pretty exciting to see as a resident. Now, as mayor, who gets to make the decisions on this kind of stuff, is it exciting for you to see this?
It's very exciting, and you're right. You referred to it as progress. I call it progress. So it is exciting. The most exciting things are projects that you've worked on for years, and then you see them come to fruition.
And what path does one need to take becoming mayor?
So every mayor starts from a different perspective and from a different path. There are mayors who have gone to law school. There are mayors throughout the state who have served as community doctors. Historically, in our past, we had a mayor who had a practice here in Carteret, Dr. Fennick, and he was a community doctor and was involved in the community from a young age and had his practice here in Carteret. I'm someone who was born and raised in Carteret, who was involved in local politics when I was in high school, who at the time I was 19 became the chairman of the Carteret Planning Board and Land Use Development Board here in Carteret, helping to push through developments and warehouses and bringing in industry and growth. When I was 23, I ran for the city council and won in a local primary and then won in the general election. having defeated an incumbent councilperson. And then 2 years later, I kicked off my campaign when I was 25 running for mayor.
Do you have any advice for students who may want a career in politics or to become mayor?
Well, so I'm going to say politics meaning government, whether it's at the local government or state government. Get engaged, get involved. I started going to council meetings when I was probably 16, got involved in a local organization at 17, running campaigns at 18, ran for office or planning board chairman at 19, councilman at 22, mayor at 25. So get engaged, get involved. There's so much opportunity for people to volunteer, to get involved, to get engaged. And long term, you have careers in government. Now, we only have one mayor, but we have members of the council. We have members or employees for police and for fire.
And do you think this job would be for anybody?
Certainly anybody could do it, or is qualified in terms of and capable in terms of, you have to be at least 18, you have to be a U.S. citizen, you have to be a voter. So those are the qualifications set out by law. I don't think it's for everybody. I don't think being a doctor is for everybody. Being a police officer is not for everybody. So you have to have that sense of, okay, you're going to work hard. You know you're going to be criticized. You know that you're out there, on the petri dish, under the microscope. Everybody watches everything you do because you're a public figure. Anything you say or do can be taken out of context. But you have to want to serve, and you have to be, not afraid of criticism. I love constructive criticism. I love people reaching out and saying, hey, we think you should do this, we think you should do that. We accept that, we take a look at it. And, not every idea can be done. Not every idea is the best. There are times where I'll sit there and say, I don't always have the best ideas, but I know what I want to do. And when you're the mayor, when you're the senator, when you're the president, you put forth ideas. You're going to be, some will like it, some people won't like it. That's part of the process. But I'd like to wish everybody good luck, and I hope this video and Q&A answers some of your questions, and good luck. Thank you all.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Brian.